Chatroom. Here in Chatroom, we have discussions of anything film. We this is an avenue for us to discuss film. I want to learn from you. I want to learn from what you are doing. I want to show people how I do my own. Maybe you have something to learn from me, and maybe I have something to learn from you. But at the end of everything, the basic idea is for us to have an understanding and know that we can all learn from one another. Now, what I used to say is that a lot of people keep asking me, I want to be a filmmaker. How do we make film? How can I start making a film? And I say, well, the only way and the only thing that makes you a filmmaker is only when you start making a film, right? If you want to be a filmmaker, you make a film. I've seen people who started their film journey without prior knowledge of what they were doing. Their own, just carry camera, but then they had an idea. They had something they wanted to say. So they were just pushing the cameras, and then before you know it, the story has been told, right? So basically, you don't have to be 100% perfect, to be able to turn out a filmmaker, right? So it's a process. You learn in the process, right? And all of that. So you don't have to go to film school before you become a filmmaker. Trust me, a lot of people are practicing and doing well in the industry, and they never went to any film school, right? Even in America, there are a couple of filmmakers who never went to film school. Tarantino never went to film school, but today a lot of filmmakers understudy him. What did he do? He just started by making a film. How? He developed an idea, he has an idea, he felt like, I want to tell this story. First of all, as a filmmaker, you must have something you want to say, right? It is what you want to say that will propel you into, wanting to do it, right? Because if you don't have an idea, you don't have what you want to say, you might end up saying nothing. Of course, if you don't have what you say, you say nothing, and then you film nothing. So you must have an idea. Maybe you want to tell a story of a girl child, you want to tell a story of a man, of a pedophile, you want to tell a story of whatever story you want to tell, whatever thing you want to say, and you want to say that through film medium. All I can say is pick up that camera and begin to film. Now, another controversy is that a lot of people feel that for you to make a film, you must have the large cameras. No, it's not always like that. In fact, right now, I've seen people who have made films, good and amazing films with their phones, right? So if you have phones with you, you are qualified to start making a film. In fact, right now there are film festivals that are made with phones, right? So you need to start making a film right now. If filmmaking is what you want to do, you don't have to be perfect. All you need to do is to make that film, tell that story. If you don't get it right the first time, you don't get it right the second time, you don't get it right the third time, trust me, for all the times you didn't get it right, there is something new you have learned from. So you have moved from one level to the other, So, but then the crime will be that you did not start doing it, right? So a lot of people who have, like I said, a lot of people who have also become great filmmakers today. We are great filmmakers today because they started doing something. They had an idea, they put down the idea, they picked up the camera and started filming these ideas, not knowing most people don't even know what the outcome will look like. But at the long run, something came out of it. So if you film today, film tomorrow, the confidence will be there for you to do more. Do you understand that? So I remember when I went to film school, and then I needed to do some stuff. I remember that when you are coming to a film school, one of the criteria is that you must have something, like you should have a camera, you should have a laptop, something to work with. They will ask you to come with those things. So I came with a laptop, but I didn't have a camera. Yeah, but I came with a camera, but it wasn't a professional camera. I came with a small Sony photography camera and all of that. But then that small photography camera had the ability to do video. So that was my saving grace. What I do is that when I go out, I take pictures of things. I just try to take pictures, and then take videos. And when I come back home, I put them in my system, and then I begin to cut them, I begin to edit them. When I put them together, I put music underneath, and then I play it, and somehow it started making sense to me. And the drive to want to do more started. Considering the fact that I was in a film school, yes, it's not really about the film school, it was because I wanted to start up something. So you too can also start. Anyhow. You can also start. Just start. Because if you don't start, you will keep wanting to start, and you will never start. Right? So if you want to be a filmmaker, if you want to learn to make a film, I will implore you to start, at least come up with something, come up with a story. Have an idea. If you can't write it, you employ somebody who can help you write the story. You don't have to learn how to do all of this. All you need to do is just to have an idea. Once you have an idea, you can make a story. How? Just get a team, and you've done a story. You get. So if you want to be a filmmaker today, all I'm saying is just have an idea. When you have an idea, you are halfway gone, right? And then try your hands on something. Today, people do content. People who are never filmmakers, people from different backgrounds do content today. How do they start? They just put camera, a phone in front of them and record. That is filming. Start that way if you have to. Start that way, right? So, like I said, it's a discussion class, so I want us to have a proper discussion. Now, this could be my own way. I don't know how you started your own process. I'd like to learn from you. Did you go to a film school? Did you not go to a film school? In fact, how did you start? I'd like to have your comments, your experiences in the comment section, right? So please, all that you have to say, all that, we would like to know how you started your own. We want to learn from you. We want to learn some of the experiences you went through when you started up as a filmmaker. Your first time carrying a camera to film something. What were the experiences? How did it come to you? Please, let's have that experience. Let's have you put that down in the comment section, right? All right, guys. I will see you guys on another episode of Chatroom.